in Frisco. Our crew tonight, James Terry is our producer in the KSST studio. Matt Jansen is our technical director and video producer. And by the way, this will be streaming on KSS channel. Flipping our night on Brandon Faircloth, the head coach, as a head 13 years at his career record 134 and 63 at Port Neches Groves. His rings 34 and 11 since he has arrived in Northeast Texas, and the head coach team record as head coach of the Panthers. Panther Creek only opened, Tony, in 2022. This is a very new school, relatively speaking.
They're growing so fast. He was at Princeton. He won the goal line when he got the job. Princeton is drowning in 6A, and he's here. After seeing his name, I'm wondering if he's kin to the Carthage Surratts, because I know those guys, but I don't know if he's part of that legacy or not.
Okay, very well could be. Because
if he is, there's a good bloodline there.
Right, and his son is one of their wide receivers, Cody Surratt, one of their top receivers with 30 catches and a touchdown, averaging 7.4 per reception. He's kind of a possession receiver. We were talking before the game, and it's a tough one for the Wildcats, but they need to be able to control the football tonight against Panther.
Correct. Panther Creek, I think, is a better football team than Salina. I honestly do. And I think Salina just got fortunate and scored that winning touchdown against Panther Creek. I think it's the first district game of the year.
Right.
And then when Timmons went down with us, I think we would have beat them. I honestly think is the best talent in the district. I mean, I give us the same. We're loaded too, but I really think that our two are as equal to or better than Salina, even though Salina's got the district title.
Wildcats coming onto the field now on the far side here at the Ford Center. Of course, Tony referring to the fact that the Wildcats' terrific junior quarterback, Deuce Simmons, went down with an injury on the first play from scrimmage against the Wildcats. Went on the game 38-14. Panther Creek also lost Salina 35-28. Salina is the only either one school for this. So for Salina or for Panther Creek, their quarterback is Graylin, a 180-pound senior. He's completed 71% of his passes. Tony, very impressive record here. 71% completion rate, 2,210 yards, 30 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
71% to me is going to say they throw a lot of passes 10 yards and less.
Jalen Lott, outstanding receiver, is committed to Oregon. He is the number 18 recruit in the state and considered a number 2 receiver. He has 60 catches for 1,060 yards, so about half of the yardage has gone to one receiver, Jalen Lott, and he has 19 touchdown receptions. Webb, top running back, 602 yards rush, 8.9 per carry, 11 TDs. He is commit to Texas Tech safety. Now, running back, we're not sure how much he played defense. Panther Creek considered one prospect in the state of Texas, and the number 18 prospect overall. Parker Ord, 6'3", 210, has 12 16 committed to Brigham Young. So they have some major talent.
They've got some major talent
on the field tonight for Panther Creek. We are having coin toss right now. That's not sure what it is.
This one,
we'll know in a moment. who wins the toss and who will receive. Wildcats in their road and Panther Creek in black. Their colors are silver and black. They wear black jerseys, black pants, silver helmets. At the top.
I think either team's going to want the ball in this one. Two offensive teams. I'd be kind of surprised if anybody does defer.
So Panther Creek has the toss, and they
see this offense get have the other catch up.
8 Creek and Hunt, and who else? For our friends here tonight, that is Jeff
Stevenson, Aiden McCarroll, Creek. Just had 3.
So we're going to take another break, and we will come back with the start of tonight's game in the Wildcats and Panther. Wildcats football continues after this on KSST. Hey. You're going to need to watch real carefully tonight as to the crowd noise and if it ever gets too high. Also, if it gets too low, because just to keep it overwhelming us, and at some point I might turn too low. Pay attention tonight, James.
We're filing in and got a bunch at the concession.
This is a 2-minute break here, James. Okay. Yeah. I think the sound is improved. Football KSFP coming to you from Frisco Stadium. It's called the Theater here. Dallas Cowboys reside at World Junior. Great. It's all kinds of commercials around. Kick momentarily. We'll be moving to right. Important in the ball game too.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, out at the us so up on back where we get a hold to the far side. That's where he's aiming. Now we go.
Eric Rodriguez taken at the 20-yard line, and the return man makes a tackle. That is Sean White, who's another one of their best running backs, and he's able to get out to 27 yards.
We had about basically return harder to
6 yard the official scrimmage. The Panthers moving from here we 8-1 versus 8-1. 4 in the district versus 4-1. Panther Creek, of course, as just all high school teams do, operates out of a spread. Braylon Fry, senior quarterback, and this is a senior team. On first, quick pass out flat. The handoff up the middle goes nowhere.
Nail offense has played well. It's gelling.
Second and 11 in backfield. Graylin Fry, bubble screen to the far side, and this one is a good game. Goes to and he pretty.
Let's see, run it here with their tech. Got it in center. So it's going to be an automatic first down. Couldn't hold it.
From the third line, it was a low.
As he got
okay,
came across and made tag, so that they killed the play. He didn't buy much.
The 13-yard line down for Panther, and the side for the play. Wildcats in there and odd.
Where's
Creed with up the speedy safety, and Fry going to go deep down the and great Grayson thinks okay.
Gio, he had, because he was playing center field and he really thought he should have had that. The receiver outran the ball, but Grayson had two on. We very up with a turnover, been huge.
2 interceptions, both returned for touchdowns. Last 5 yards, and that returned the ball game against Lake Dallas. Here's a pass out of the flat for Donovan Webb. He makes the catch and immediately turns up field, crosses the 45 and 48.
3rd and 1.
So gain of 9. That prominent down bar there at midfield, recognizable. Cowboys in either end zone. So 3rd and 1 here. 49-yard line. In Panther Creek territory. Fake the handoff and a pass to the flat on the near side, and that's complete. And catch there
again
is well, no, that's Jeremiah Ford. I have it.
Number 2.
Was it 2? I saw it as 7.
Oh, okay. Like I say, I'm not focused. I thought it was 2.
And Ford, he's wing here out of the.
Yeah, he is. I thought he had an empty backfield.
Case it is down at the Sulphur Spring 45-4 line. The down and out near side. And on first down, this is Webb, and Webb back into the secondary, deep into Sulphur Spring territory to the 25-yard line. Donovan Webb.
Got a little bit of a seal out there on the corner, and then it just kind of opened up, and we had to clip him. Got all the way down to 25-yard line. I thought he got further than that.
Yeah, the 25. And on first from Wildcat 25, they keep it on the ground, and it's a short gain to the 22.
Truth Holmes' helmet came off, so he's up for one play. He'll be right back in.
That Donovan Webb again. Webb coming in with 642 yards rushing, 8.9 yards per carry, and 11 touchdowns. He is committed to Texas Tech. Second down, we'll say 7. Realized I need to look directly across to see the scoreboard there.
Yep, big video board is working. I'm disappointed in that.
Snap to Graylin Fry. He backpedals, throw in to the corner, and almost picked off by one of the Wildcats there at about the 2-yard line.
26 is that's 2 that we should have had. He had him covered perfect, thrown just a little underneath, and he was backing into it. So now we're going to have
3rd down and 7.
3rd down and 7, yep. So defensive backs are looking really nice right now. They're good coverage.
Play here.
I don't see number 1. I must be in the slot ready for a post.
Jalen Lott. This is from the Sulphur Springs 23-yard line. They go up the middle, and it's going to be close to the first down. Once again, that is Donovan Webb, who lowers his shoulder and runs tough down to the 16-yard line. It looks like 4th and 1.
4th and 1. They'll go for it right here. 8:28 in the first quarter, and the clock running. Last time we had this, Truth jumped off sides.
Snap to Fry. They get to Webb. Webb between the tackles. And Burrow to about the 11th first down.
So they still can get a first down at the 1. They're just lining up and going to go huddle.
The 11th play of the drive. No score in the game. 8:07 left to go first quarter. But first down for Panther Creek at the Sulphur Springs 11-yard line. 3 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side for Panther Creek as they move left to right. Whistles before the snap.
We were pointing. Let's see if that's going to back them up 5. Yep. I'll start on Frisco, and so that's going to bring it down for 4th and 15 at the 16.
Break for the Wildcats there if they can take advantage of it.
Trip receivers out to the left.
Still first down, but Panther Creek behind the chain. Snap to Fry, looks to his right. Passing, is that caught?
I think they're going to give
apparently
it to him.
So. And again, this is
we got a flag, but I think they're going to say it was offsides up and decline it.
Jeremiah Ford slanting in from right to left. One of their outstanding wideouts.
Going to see what the gain was. They may go ahead and take this because the gain may not have been much more than 5, and they'd like to get their down back.
Gain looks like it would have been to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, would have gained a couple of yards. They may decline it.
Offside, Sulphur Springs, and it is declined.
Yep. They gained a couple of yards. I thought they might decline it and just take a chance that they would get at least a couple. So, defense is making them work hard for this. Let's see if we can close it out and at least hold them to a 3rd.
2nd and 7. Line to gain is the 2-yard line. 4 or 5 players shifting here for Panther Creek. Now empty backfield. Snap to Fry. Here's a little shovel pass. And this one goes
just a yard. I think that's going to be to the.
This is Sean White on his first carry. And White, a short gain, about the 6-yard line. Been seeing a lot of those shovel passes lately, Tony.
Yep. So 3rd and short 5, long 4.
From the Sulphur Springs 6-yard line.
If we can hold something up here.
Rolling with just under 7 minutes to go first quarter. No score. Fry with the snap. Rolling to his left. Reading, passing, and incomplete. Going
Gio again, or was that? No, that's number 2. Had a better chance at it than the receiver did, so that's going to bring up a field goal attempt. That's a good job by the Wildcat defense on this first series. Bend but don't break.
Going for a pass at the pylon on the far side. And here's the field goal attempt for Panther Creek. This is a 20-yard field goal. It is straight on. And the kick up and good. And the place kicker for the Panthers, Nick Humphrey, puts them ahead 3-0 with 6:40 to go first quarter. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Audio okay? How's the crowd sound behind us? Well, I'll bring it up a little bit. You hear more now? Three to nothing, Panther Creek on a 23-yard field goal by Nick Humphrey. Tony, I'd say that's a victory for the Wildcats.
I'm okay with that because they had basically first and goal, and we held them to go 3 or 4 yards. So they used up nearly half of the first quarter. but again, bend but don't break.
68 yards, 13 plays for Panther Creek. Here's the short kickoff taken at the 28-yard line for the Wildcats. And a good return here out up to about the 40, but the ball comes out.
I hope they had him down already. I think they did. It was Jackson Virgil. He made about 7 or 8 yards, fumble late. I think they had progress on it. Should be the Wildcats' ball. 38, 39-yard line heading out.
Yeah, 38.
Yep.
And Sulphur Springs moving from our right to our left on the field at the 4.
Well, there's a flag down here. Sides, but we don't kick it again.
3-0 Panther Creek on
Going to add 5 to the end of the play, so they started at 30, go to 44. Finally get it straightened out. That is one where you tack it on instead of automatically re-kick. That's a timing penalty.
That's a relatively new rule, is it not?
It's been probably 8 or 10 they tack.
And as the Wildcats get underway with a handoff to Jackson Hare.
We're going to back up 5 for a false start there, so got to settle down.
Give it right back to him.
Gave it back to him, but it hurts us because it makes us 1st and 15.
Yeah, move back to 9.
So can't afford those. We've got to play a really good, clean ball game tonight.
Mason Cooper again handing off to Jackson Hare. Hare trying to find a block that'll spring, but he's only able to get a short gain up to 40. So still the Wildcats behind the chains here, 2nd down and 13.
Dobson Martin went out. That may have been Dobson. Jackson's in there now with Cooper.
Snap to Mason Cooper. They're setting up a screen pass in the middle of the field, and this is Jackson Hare. Gets the catch and eludes the first tackler and gets across the 45 up to the 46-yard line for a gain of about 5 yards.
So I think that was our 2. Came in and took him down. That looked like a solid play. He's back there at safety.
Again, he is a Texas Tech commit as a safety. Although he's top running back, they consider him a safety. This is 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats from the 44-yard line.
Give up another 5. We got to quit that.
Whistles blow as the play gets underway. It's a false start against Sulphur Springs.
Jamori and Jeffrey started too quick that time. We cannot afford to do that, so now it's going to be 3rd and 13.
Moves the line of scrimmage back to the 41-yard line in Sulphur Springs territory.
So we're going to see if we can give Cooper enough time to let something develop. 13 yards, we got to have quite a bit.
Line to gain is the Panther Creek 46-yard line. Snap to Mason Cooper. Half roll to his right. Passing complete across the 50. Short of the first down, though.
2 yards. 2 yards short. Got 11 out. I think we'll go for it.
I believe that was Deacon Carpenter, or was it Jamori and Jeffrey? Yeah, Jamori and Jeffrey. So now 4th and 2 at the Panther Creek 48-yard line.
I think once again Donovan was nope. They're going to punt. Going to play field. I'm okay anyway here. First thing you want to do is give them the ball midfield.
Now keep in mind, Dobson Martin is a blocking back 3 yards behind the center.
Yep.
Jackson Hare, Wildcats. Did Wildcats call timeout?
Panther Creek.
Panther Creek timeout. Panther Creek leading 3-0. This is Wildcats football on KSS. Indication.
It's not very clear. That's not good to not have that big board up there.
Panther Creek leading 3-0. The Wildcats 4th and 2 for Sulphur Springs at the Panther Creek 48-yard line. They are lining up in punt formation, but do keep in mind Jackson Hare, punter, and Dobson Martin is a blocking back.
We've not seen. I don't know if we have seen a fake punt. Dobson's moving up, telling the line what to do.
They snap Dobson, and he goes ahead, and he will have the first down.
I thought he was a little bit tight before he started, so that's the first sounding blow for us now. This is an all-out we're play.
So the Wildcats go for it on 4th down and 2. They snap it, blocking back Dobson Martin.
The good there is Frisco took a timeout to say that, so that's really a good play.
Dobson Martin, also one of the Wildcats' top running backs. First down, Sulphur Springs at the Panther Creek 45-yard line. Panther Creek leading 3-0. 4 minutes exactly left to go in the quarter. The clock is running. Mason Cooper, the senior quarterback, fakes it to Jackson Hare, swings it out for Harris, and they don't connect on. It's supposed to be a bubble screen here to the near side.
I don't like that play. That was real to a lateral too. But that's a hard one, running straight to the side, and you got to catch it, then get your bearing and turn up. A lot of times, that's just not going to get you in a yard or two.
Panther Creek has an odd front, 3-man down at the line of scrimmage. Mason Cooper, empty backfield, fires it out to the far side.
Had two receivers out. I think it was more toward Quinn Harris. Quarterback took him down, but the Morian was out there as well. They are, like I told you pregame, doing some where they're getting the snap to Cooper, and he's throwing it, so he's not taking a lot of time.
He's getting it out of his hand quickly, yeah.
But I think we're going to have to put some stuff over the middle too.
So 3rd and 10 from the Panther Creek 45-yard line. Snap it to Mason Cooper. Play action, setting up the screen.
Great catch.
And it is caught. This is Jackson Hare, is it not?
Yep.
Yeah, and doesn't get much.
Great catch, no netted a yard. I want to see the ball go downfield somewhere. So 4th and 10.
End up putting it back at the 45-yard.
It's easier to put on that line. It's a pretty good guide.
So 4th and the Wildcats apparently will go for it here, although
I don't.
Is that Jackson in short punt formation?
Yeah, they snap it now.
Snap it to Hare, and in fact a quick kick, and then a particularly strong punt.
The back got it.
Gets out.
Went out at the 13. That's so. Because that he only kicked it about 20 yards. So
he put the touch on it.
Can get 10 yards each, and we got the best of it. So good job by Jackson. Didn't get any points, but now we got them deep. Let's see if defense can hold them up here and turn the field over.
Turns out to be a 31-yard punt by Jackson Hare.
About 20 of it
right
on the ground.
I think he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. I just don't like them punting that close to the line. Somebody's going to come through.
Yeah, he was only about 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You're right there. Punt the ball.
Yeah.
Didn't get back where you got position and punt it.
Good turnout of Sulphur Springs.
Yeah.
Our side. They have made their way to Collin County in Frisco. First down for Panther Creek, leading 3-0. Handoff goes, and this is
that's Webb again.
This is Black, their other running back.
Is it? Yep, number 4. Sean White.
Sean White. I've been debating between White and Black. It's White. Thank you.
Okay. And so where is, I guess Donovan's out right now, so he plays quite a bit, so they're resting him on this offensive series to this point.
That's a gain of 6. It's 2nd down and 4. 2 men wide to the far side and 1 to the near side, and had
ball
the middle. There's a loose ball. Wildcats have recovered. Let's see if we can
32. T.J. Bolden covered it, so great job by the defensive front, pinching, got the ball knocked out, and I think Hardy was right there with him. So now that field's turned. We're looking at the 27 going in for Wildcat offense. Now let's see what we got.
Huge turnover there for Sulphur Springs. T.J. Bolden comes up with the fumble recovery at the Panther Creek 27-yard line. Panther Creek leading 3-0. over 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Big chance here for the Wildcats.
Got to have two plays. We got some beef up there. We're going to left tackle. There he goes.
This is Jackson Hare. A little hole there.
5. He's
five.
On the far side. Straight out. An extra couple of guys out there. Jackson Medlock is out there. We're putting 2 extra on the left side.
Second down and 5. Snap to Mason. Hand off Jackson Hare. Hold right tackle. Loses quickly. Across the 20 down the 19, between the 18 and the 19.
I tell you what, the hitters in that defensive backfield, because we've had some right there. That's a couple of squared up hits on Jackson, and he doesn't usually. He gets to deflect a lot. So we've got Truth Holmes in there this time.
3rd and 1. And it's a direct snap to Jackson Hare off right tackle, and he had a big hole, and then he lost his footing, Tony.
Yeah, well, I think there was one that dove in under him. I can't see his number, but that was close. That almost was a score.
He has the first down, however, at the 11-yard.
11-yard line. Again, we can get a first down. The same situation that Panther Creek was on there earlier.
Panther Creek leading 3-0. But the Wildcats with a big threat here.
Yeah, we're going to keep the ball in there, and we're just going to take it over left. Jackson's always going to have the approval to cut it back if he needs to. We got Medlock over left tackle again. High snap.
Snap to Mason Cooper. Give it to Jackson Hare again. And Hare, starting out at right guard, gets it back somewhat, and it's down to the 9.
Got 2 out of it. It almost broke. Again, Jackson's close every time on that almost. But they're doing a good job on him now. So now Medlock's going out. So it may be more traditional here. We're going to have some. That's the first quarter. Sorry.
Panther Creek leading Sulphur 3-0. Wildcats threaten.
I'll take
levels okay. Sound. Oh, man. Wildcats. Colts. Tree. Farm and lead yard. Humphrey at the end of and
got Medlock in, and we're strong.
Jackson in there blocking back. Action pass.
Quinn had perfect right there. Perfect shot. Loaded up for the heavy, and Quinn released, and Cooper faked it to Jackson, and then threw a good pass and good play all around. Wildcats take a 6-3 lead, waiting on 7.
9-yard pass over the middle to Quinn Harris. Wildcats tight end. Now Eric Rodriguez with the extra point. And his kick is good. That makes him 45 for 40. No, beg your pardon, 49 for 49 this year on his points.
That's a pretty good percentage.
To Wildcats lead.
Great job. Set up by the defense to get a turnover, and then the offense compliment them. So total team right there.
Wildcats football after KSS. Oh, thank you, God. in Frisco Wildcats for that 9-yard touchdown pass from Mason Harris's 4th touchdown of the season. And for Cooper, we have the J Chevrolet kickoff now. And here's the kick by Eric Rodriguez.
Fair catch. No,
to
25.
The 25-yard line. So the fumble recovery by TJ. Panther 7 on a second down play. Yeah. Let's drive on in for the touchdown. 5 plays. 7-3, Sulphur Springs with the lead. Teams won for the season. Both teams won in play. Panther Creek ranked 6th in the 4A Division 1. Sulphur Springs 10th. Playing on the Panther home field here at the Ford Center at the Cowboys. It's called the Star. So first down for Panther Creek. They're going from right to left. Snap to Graylin Fry, and will himself hit hard after he made the first contact, Tony.
I think he might ask the coach not to call that again for a little bit because they turned in on him and he took 2 or 3 good shots. Now you got the hot shot receiver lot going by himself to the top.
Right back to the line without a huddle. Second down 9. Graylin Fry, senior quarterback. I think they changed the play possibly there. Taking lots of time here. To the line of scrimmage. Action pass. Fry back. Moving to his left. Feeling all kinds of pressure. Throwing and incomplete.
Look at that. 4 Wildcats. 4 Wildcats, and he was rolling and having to turn back. Great job.
Trey Pinnell was one of them, and I think Blaine Allen was another.
Truth's coming back. Panting a little. Great job. Third, nearly the 10, maybe 9.5. See if we can get here. I bet you they're going to be trying to get number 1 involved. He looks like he's in the slot.
That would be Jalen Lott, their outstanding receiver.
In motion now.
Snap, go by. And
big head.
throwing over.
I think it was Alex King. He brought his hitting equipment today. So 4th and 5. Great job. Good answer by the Wildcat defense. They're really stiffening up, forcing a punt.
Catch made by the big tight end, 6'3", and committed to B1 middle, and they only gets to the 30-yard line. So
he may tell by you folks they might want Alex King.
4th and 5, Panther Creek at the 30-yard line. High snap, but he pulls it down.
Ooh, that
the kicker barely. And
to 40, they're straight up 50. Great job. They couldn't turn the field over. Now this offense has got some confidence to get back on with a 50-yard. So
Humphrey. And the pressure.
Game. Nights out. Referee judge or side judge got them long zone. I can't get.
Let's lead it 3. Ball at the 50-yard line. Screen to the other side. It's complete. A nice skinner for Sulphur Springs. Yeah, that's Jack. The makes the is out of bounds in Panther Creek territory.
Great job there. So again, Cooper's getting on the some get quick hitters.
Out over better. Up the middle. This game
down to the 8.
That is junior.
And get
Cats lead at 7. For 26 yards, 3 yards per carry.
got Donovan 50 on my side over here. So if we're going to do anything deep, I don't want it to come here. I want it to go away. Looks like we're up with our beef.
Wildcats up to the line. Dobson back. They give it at 3 yards or so. He to his left looked like he was totally time. He kept legs churted and it maybe 3 yards or so.
He took probably 4.
He has strong.
Oh, he's a specimen. Just a junior. 7 out of should have been second.
For Springs with all the momentum right now, leading 7 to.
Still head left.
Is the behind tackle, and again they give it to Dobson. Back, and this is a short game. 7 yards.
I'm here to tell you, this Panther Creek backfield, they're hitting.
Make myself to the 33-yard line. 5.
We'll be in down territory, no doubt, right here, unless something bad happens.
Marks to the left side. He got the double blocking backs in, and this is direct snap to Hare. Getting tackles.
First down.
And is inside the 30 down to about the 26-yard line.
Great job of ballet and power, too. He took a couple first down at 26-yard line.
7.
Definitely in down territory. And take play. 7-17 and a running clock.
Sulphur Springs leading 70 and threatening again here. The Panther Creek 26-yard line. Ball.
And Sulphur second half.
Mason Cooper gives Martin pop. Oh, and upended as crosses the 20 line down to about the 18-yard.
Of 8. He's not used to that much free spot. And he tried a upward hurdle and kind of came down his face mask, but jogged off. Go.
2nd and 2. Jackson into the game. Martin.
Look, he's in for Wildcats.
No, maybe game. But this is down and 2 for Sulphur Springs.
All right.
All whistles.
Yeah, that's going to take it. Especially if you recall, play sometimes get a little angry. So that's going to take back to second.
Line of scrimmage, the 23-yard line of Panther line to gain is the 17-yard line.
Looks like we still got our big in there. I see block. The only extra moment. Just gets by side where at.
Cooper, the Jackson Hare, using his blockers, waiting for blocks to develop, and is over the right side down to the 19-yard line.
3rd and 3. Again, we're going to have 4 there. We're getting to the field range, but a touchdown would stay some.
Okay.
Holmes coming in.
Wow.
1,000 pounds. About 70.
See if they go Wildcat here, and I believe they will. They will. Next snap to Jackson Hare. Goes to Hare, and he's looking for his blocks. Side.
Got it.
Hare working out the 14 line, and that's a first down for Sulphur Springs.
That's such a combination of reading your blocks and that powerful move back and then take your shot.
Vincent Johnson, Aiden McCarroll, Jeff Stevenson, Josh Lopez, and Dave, the offensive line left to right for Sulphur Springs. And Vincent Johnson tackle, 6'5", 15, and
now
get to TU.
We've got Hare and Martin in the field, no Cooper.
Again, direct snap to Jackson Hare, and he fakes to Dobbs, trying to get wide, and does finally make the corner and step down.
About a yard, I think, is about all we got.
Looks like the line.
But he did get out there.
Now, said it'd be the 15-yard.
There you go. We go first at the yard line. 4:25 clock out about.
All the Wildcats are driving here and keeping the ball on the. The Panther Creek offense is not on the field.
Sitting down here getting their win. This is the game plan right from the start. Overpower them. We got meat heavy to the right.
Second down and 9. Mason Cooper with good protection in the end zone, but throws it away basically, looking possibly to get it to Jackson Virgil over there on the far side.
He pump faked it 2 or 3. So that one was, and I'll give Cooper credit there because he didn't see it open and he pumped, and then threw it up there and lived to tell another story on down.
So 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats at the 15-yard line. Need to.
I'll take this.
Mason Cooper fake to Hare, back to throw, in trouble, throw it away. Had Quinn Hare there, so I'm going to avoid the intentional ground.
Well, he blocked it too, so they did us a favor, but that spelled all the way. But here comes field goal attempt, and I think it's well within our range. Going to be about a 30-yarder.
Eric Rodriguez will come in for the field goal. He's 4 of 6 on his field attempts this season. This will be a 30-yarder. Ball's on the left hash mark, angle is to the right. Matthew G. is the snapper, Mason Cooper the holder. Kick is on the way.
Like clockwork, right down Broadway.
Right.
Great job.
Wildcats extend the lead to 10-3.
4 left to halftime. So, again, as you said, we had the ball and we've had the only attempt to score. This is there. Let's do one more in half.
The Creek so far has only 3 plays in the second. And so 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad track says, way to go, Wildcats. Field goal by Eric Rodriguez. 10-3. Wildcats football continues after it's on KSST.
Would have been good at least 10, maybe 15 more. So they're not on their Hoss receiver in receiving terms now. No, he's not. That's a double number back there deep.
We have the J. Hyde Chevrolet kick. Eric Rodriguez and a fair catch taken. So the Wildcats with a 10-3 lead over the 6 team in the state of Texas. Of course, Springs number 8 division.
That's ahead with heavyweight. This is what you strive for, is to have these big games.
Drive at the 50, 5 yards, 37-10 to get the 30 field goal by Eric Rodriguez. Draw 5 stop there at the 13. There's a flip to Jalen Lott, the receiver.
Go.
Let's do a great play.
Alex half roped him line. Job had about 3 years using that pursuit and just stringing them line. Perfect technique. No good.
Second and did he go the clock? No, it
didn't. Must have got him.
Still rolling.
Happy clock. I like that. And but 2 outs left either. They used one early on a fake punt that didn't work.
Under 3.5 minutes now to go, with the Wildcats leading 10-3 here at the Ford Center in Frisco. Whistles.
There they go with their second timeout.
Another timeout.
So that's He didn't like what he saw.
With the Wildcats, this is Wildcats football on KSC.
Fixing to see one deep. So I hope you got and
Creed. Game has really turned in the Wildcats' favor since that recovery, Tony, by TJ. The Panther Creek 37-yard line.
Of the medley really got it.
This is 10 for Panther Creek at their own 30-yard line. Ball's on the far. Rather tight formation here for the Panthers.
Yep, they're going across the middle with the big boy there.
Snap to Fry.
All right.
And in and out of the hands there of Jay Lott, receiver that is so heralded for them, 45-yard line.
Grayson hit it. He never.
Okay.
Grayson Hardy. That was a quarter meat on it, but and Hardy had him just eating up 3rd and 10.
Grayson Hardy.
Yep, he knocked it down clean.
3rd and 10 from the 30. Graylin Fry. Quarterback whistles.
Going to call a timeout now. That's not a bad there. Wasn't running, but let's see. This is a big down.
Sulphur Springs takes 3rd and 10 for Panther Creek from the 30. This is Wildcat on KSST. I think we're number of them in this.
I wouldn't.
Tony Springs fans.
They are
20 to the 20.
They are. They always make a crowd with Lieutenant to Jerry Jr. Really good turnout.
We can't see all of the first deck below us for Panther Creek. I think it's possible Sulphur Springs fans outnumber.
I absolutely think that's a possibility.
3rd and 10, Panther Creek at the 30. Wildcats lead 10-3. Fry back to pass is complete to Jalen Lott, but
still
short the first down. Yep. I imagine they'll go for it, or will they? Territory.
And I don't. That referee's giving him a first down.
Well,
that coach is right behind him. They gave him a yard.
Yep, I agree.
So that's luck of the draw, but the clock's running now. That's the main deal right here. Don't let them score.
Wow. Yeah, I thought
he
definitely
was short.
The 39.
Yep.
Mercy.
Coach was really working him right there. He was in his hip pocket. He scooted up 3 separate times. But they've only got 1 timeout left.
You know, Tony was a referee for 25 years, so he knows of what he speaks.
I've had coaches in the big hit.
1st and 10, throwing for Jalen Lott, the great receiver who shows us something there, makes that catch slanting in from left to right, and then high steps it and gets away from a tackler. He's to the Sulphur Springs 41-yard line.
Going to be a first down. Clock stopped, but he took 3 or 4 hits, so let's get together again.
19 yards on that game. 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 41, and Fry rolling out to his right.
Got a 4-yard gain, but stayed in bounds, and I think they just called their last timeout.
Once again, they got it to Jalen Lott.
2-minute timeout. I keep forgetting.
Once again, they got it to their terrific receiver, Jalen Lott,
he's the real deal.
Who's committed to Oregon.
Oregon's going to like him, but he looks like he's a little gimpy right there. I don't know, came down a little bit awkward.
2 minutes, Wildcats 10-3. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
He's coming to the sideline and getting in the huddle. I think he's going to be one. We've used him in Yada as 2 or 3 plays. time.
10 to 7 for Panther Sulphur Springs yard line.
Big series, right? See if we can hold them to nothing and get that.
Braylon Fry, the senior quarterback in the shed, as Donovan is right as a running back, and they give it off to Webb, and he goes between the tackles for a gain to the Sulphur Springs 33-yard line.
Third and 1.
It's a gain of 5.
I think you'll see the same thing right here as Webb again. So let's see if we can pinch on that defensive line and force some action. We need to get through right quick.
Scoreboard says 3rd and 2, so short 2.
Yeah.
Fry.
Yep, he's
giving it off
That's
to
okay.
Webb again. Donovan Webb up the middle, who's going both ways. He also starts at safety. He's to the Wildcat 29-yard line.
I'm a Texas Tech fan, and I'm excited that we're going to get him. He's a player. So clock's running at 1:18. They've only got one timeout left.
He's being recruited as a safety, considered the number 1 safety in the state of Texas.
He's shown that so far.
They fake the shovel at Fry,
Yep.
give ground, and scrambling to his right may run it, and does cross the line of scrimmage, but only get about a yard before he steps out of bounds over on the far side. Tony Wildcats obviously did a great job of coverage in the secondary.
That was going to be a screen, but what I was waiting on, I wanted him to throw it because they were definitely downfield, and I was going to see if they'd call it. So that was a great job of pursuit. They normally let them come through. They had a bad intention, and they got through there on that one.
Second down and
8 seconds.
From the Sulphur Springs 39-yard action pass, high over the middle, and off the hands of the receiver and incomplete.
That must be the big tight end.
That's Parker Ord, and he is committed to Young.
He's looking at it. There's a whole lot of good athletes playing down here in Jerry Jr. world tonight. Both sides of the ball. This is fun.
Wildcats, of course, have Truth Holmes, their nose tackle, committed to UT El Paso, and Grayson Hardy to Louisiana Tech.
And there's going to be some more.
3rd and 9. 39-yard line. Fry. Green to the far side. This is he breaks the tackle.
And kept him in bounds. That's big.
They held on to him and didn't let him get the first down. He's going to be 2 or 3 short.
3 yards.
On the spot at the 20.
Alex King held on to him right there. We had 2 ping, and then he got loose. Webb did, but he held on to him. Made him use that. So they kind of look for him to go ahead and try to kick. I don't know it. And 4.
Going to be.
Let me out 41 be his range.
3 at the 22-yard line.
20.
I may have a moment ago said they were at 28.
They'll run it at 4th and 4. I think they'll enter quick. Right back in this game now.
Sport calls it. They need to get to the 19.
Little
Just, yeah, it's a little more than 3. So from here, yeah, it'd be about a 9-yard field goal.
40 or 39 or 40 for it, quarterback.
I'm not.
I don't think. Let's see if here.
Wildcats. This is 4th and 3 from the Sulphur 2. Far to left, snap to Hardy and shotgun. Oh, caught. Now 10-yard line. That's the time Parker or. Yeah.
He was wide open. We didn't count for him. Now the clock's still running. 35 are going to stop. Second. The 9 going to be his go. Not a chance. That wide open.
I think I said the 8, but it's And yeah, Parker ordered 6 in. Snap to Fry. Fry looking over the field and now run it up the middle.
20 seconds going. This is third down, so can't spike. Time going. Let's see if we can get some.
Down to the 3.
Give it to Donovan.
Webb signal yet close.
Give it to him. Hadn't seen. He actually got there.
So 3-yard touchdown run. 10 seconds left to go.
He stop. Don't score there. Great job by the defense, giving that touchdown by more than 10 inches.
Humphrey, the attempt. Snap and the kick is good.
Yep.
And it is to 10 with seconds left.
What a ball game.
In the first half, a 70-yard drive for Creek in 13 plays. And we saw a lot of Jalen Lott on that drive, their terrific wide receiver. We saw a lot of terrific tight end, Parker Ord.
The 2 tight end plays are the ones that hurt, especially down. Got it down across. So now we need to just take a knee, get to the time, play one ball. We get the kickoff.
About to have Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here.
I didn't ride with what kind of vehicle they bring you this time.
I'm going to have to look back at my notes on that. A beautiful
Silverado.
white Silverado. Thank you. Silverado pickup truck. And we made the trip over. Thank you, Hodge, today. And the kickoff now is taken at the 25-yard line on a fair catch.
Jackson Virgil.
Yeah.
Hopefully we just take a knee, go to the house. We've had a successful half. See if we can go.
The 3-yard touch run for Panther Creek. A few moments ago, complete drive in about only 3.5 minutes.
Yeah. And I tell you what, if Freeze had had good mechanics, they might have come in and seen him short. They did charge in and then with as big of a scrum. There goes the knee and going to run out at 10-10.
The Mason, he does take a knee. That allows to run out. One half of football we had.
Ball from both sides. Another exciting half to come.
Wildcats 10, Panther Creek 10 as we go to halftime. And we have 2 of the top bands performing here at time. Panther Creek placed and Wildcat was 4th. They will perform first, and we'll come back and hear from the Wildcats. And also have the performance. Wildcats on KSS. Thanks. Wildcats football on KSS to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 90 Farm Feed by the railroad tracks. It's 10-10. Sulphur Springs, Panther Creek at halftime. This game for second place district. Panther Creek ranked 6th in the state for a Division I. Sulphur Springs 10th. Blazes the field along with the go at the is go. That band IL A level Creek. And they are about at the Ford at halftime. Wildcat okay. Wildcat ball brought by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, National West House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 feed by the railroad tracks. 10-10 at halftime here. Sulphur Springs versus Frisco, Panther Creek. The top teams in 4A and 1 across the state of Texas. Panther Creek won the toss and took the open, and they drove 68 yards in 13 plays. But Tony, the Wildcat defense stiffened once they got down inside the 10-yard line, forced them to accept a 33-yard, led 3-0 first quarter. Big play after Sulphur Springs had the ball, had to punt. It was a good punt by Jackson, 13-yard line. The next play, fumble recovery by DJ Bolt, the Wildcats at the Panther Creek 27-yard line. Actually, it's 2 plays after the punt, so I'm looking down. Let's recover at 27, and they drive 7 yards in 5 plays. Quinn Harris, the 9-yard down pass from Mason Cooper to 3 in the only 20 yards for spreading the ball at the 50-yard line. Wildcats take a lot of time off the clock. They put together an 11-play drive, and almost, if not all of that, was on the ground. Tony, 35 yards they went. A lot of it was Jackson, also Dobson Martin. But again, the defense rises to the occasion, and they force Rodriguez to go for a 30-yard goal attempt, which was good. And so the Wildcats led at that point 10-3. That was with 4:02 left to go in the half. And Panther Creek mounted, I think was obviously their best drive of the half. They go 70 yards in 12 plays. Donovan Webb, 3-yard touchdown run that tied the game at 10-10. We saw a lot of their terrific wide receiver Jalen Lott on that drive, and also the tight end Parker Ord, but ultimately it was Donovan Webb. The 3 guys are all going to major high-level college programs.
That's the ones, and you're going to see the same thing second half. I think you're going to see the same thing for the Wildcats of trying to put the beef in there, control the clock, and run it down their throat. So we'll see who's physical, get to it.
To the extent that the Wildcats can run the ball, run the clock, they get that Panther Creek offense off the field.
Correct. You're not going to stop Panther Creek offense, not for the whole You've got to slow them down, hold them to a field goal like once, and keep them with the seat on the sideline and you control the clock. So we can set the tone this first series of the second half.
Other games are in the area. Cumbie is hosting tonight. Holden is hosting Bowles. Tony may be able to call up some of these.
Cumbie's up 38-0 in the third quarter.
Wow. Celeste?
No. Yeah, it is.
Albion hosting against Bowles.
Don't have that.
Como picked it. And in football, Campbell hosting Chapel. Starting at 7:30, slightly later, 3 Division I, 7th ranked Commerce. Mount Vernon
14 second
leading.
Commerce.
Tough.
Malakoff's up 10-7.
A couple of 3A opponents there, 3A Division I. And you said is ahead 10-7.
Yeah.
Rains.
Neola's 35 zip.
Yeah.
Still time in the second quarter.
It's open.
Yeah. Perry can't get there quick enough for to get out of here.
Talk about District next week. This will be a team 4A E1. And we've been seeing that play games last night. Lincoln, Dallas 40-28, and Kimball, White North Dallas 52-0. And so Lincoln and all in tied for first in that district at 6-1. Now Max Preps has Lincoln listed as the number 1 seed, number 3.
Went by point for the 3 teams involved on head-to-head, and the way I got it, Lincoln +7. Kimball was a -2 and Carter was a -5. In that 1 week, Carter went from first place in the district to third.
Yeah. Losing to Lincoln Thursday night, 28. So the way the playoffs work, 8 the 1 team, the top-ranked team was Lincoln. Team out of Sulphur District, Paris.
That's cut and dried.
The number 2 team, which is Kimball, would be the 3rd place team, which would be the loser of this game.
Yep.
The number team, Carter, would play the number 2 team, which would be the winner of this district.
Yep.
Then Pinkston, number 4 team out of 8-4A, will play Salina. So the winner of this game is likely going to play then Dallas Carter.
Dallas Carter. In my mind, you're looking for bragging rights. I don't see a big difference either way.
Yeah.
I think Carter and Kimball are both very similar, and amongst the 3 teams, 3-point differential on the whole thing. So, in all honesty, I think this is bragging rights than anything. But I don't think I have really a preference of Kimball or Carter, either one. We've had Carter 3 years, so
and dominated them last year.
Yeah.
By just losing the 2 years before that. So Carter was 6-4 season. Kimball was 7-3.
They always knock each other off a little bit because they're in 4A and they'll play some 5A schools in non-district too to keep them traveling.
So if the Wildcats win, they would play Carter. If they lose, they would play Kimball.
Yep.
That's as we have it. That is unofficial. That's as we read it.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be.
That's how we read it.
Yeah.
It's also based on what Max has as of today. So that game would be probably next Friday night. Of course, could be Thursday, could be Saturday. Occasionally they will play on a Thursday or Saturday. Brad Faircloth, you heard in the pre conversation, said they might ask if opposing team would consider a home-and-home situation. If the Wildcats toss there, they would be playing at Gerald Brim Stadium. That's a big if.
Well, in all honesty, they ought to do something. Do it in 6A because there's not enough stadiums. So in 6A, the team with the best record is the host in round one.
I see.
It's cut and dried. I think they ought to do that for more than just that, because it's, that then you do have an incentive, but it's just cut and dried. I mean, with our luck, we're Forney, and I'm tired of going to Forney. We go there every year in the playoffs, and so last year we went to Greenville. That's a whole lot better than Forney. But we'll see. Something else that came up this week too is realignment. We had the snapshot numbers Friday a week ago. I have not seen a comprehensive list, but there was a Facebook ad taken out today of teams that may jump, and they had Carolina going at least to 5A2 and possibly all the way to 5A1. Aubrey they had moving up. They had Sulphur Springs. I don't know that Sulphur Springs is going to move, even though we were pretty close. But the kicker is poor community. They had them going up to 5A. Bless their heart, they can't do anything in 4A. So it's going to be interesting, and what they'll have here in the next few weeks, the UIL will tell what division you're going to be in, period. They want to do your first Tuesday or Wednesday in February, but they have started telling you what classification, if you're going to move up or whatever. You can start looking at talking to some people about your non-district games and so forth. So there's a real chance, we've gone west the last couple of times. If we move up a division, there's a possibility we might go east or something of that nature. So who knows? So
what you saw indicated that we might move up to 5A Division 2.
But, I still, it is, and you hear all kinds. You've got people saying, if your kid has a little sniffly nose that Friday, keep it home. And it's sad to say, but it's done that way. Just try it. There's always the anomaly of you don't want to be the same, or don't want to mess with Highland Park, because they're going to be whatever their number is. Cutoff is one over them. That's been it for years.
Where did you?
Yeah, I saw on Facebook. I didn't really see.
That's they're watching. It'll be worry when the district. I like
this idea. There's a wish to not have a district one, and I do too. We go east in basketball, west in football.
Team, their season lost. Corner. Basketball. Night. They're at home. We are available to broadcast that game. But the new basketball season.
And we need some of the fans, because both of our basketball teams play so many tournaments and all. You don't have hardly any home games before the Christmas holidays.
Right.
You have one or two, it seems like. So come out and support these ladies who've been working hard. The guys should start practicing this weekend, maybe tomorrow. So they'll be 1 week behind in the playing. But we need to buckle up here. If it get busy with football playoffs and both basketball squads starting.
Here at Hudson Panther Creek Tide, Wildcats will have the football start the second half. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
We got some rich folks straight across from us in the booth up there. Can't see who it is. I don't figure it's any of ours.
That may be schoolboy. Bring it back after this spot, James. Okay, good. Just about to have the J. Hodge show kickoff. Thanks to J. Hodge for providing the beautiful Silverado pit, which we made a trip over here today. Wildcat football brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the Railroad Tracks. Nick Humphrey for Panther Creek has it teed up at the 40-yard line, just about ready to kick it off. And Wildcat will have the ball. They have Jackson Hare and
Dobson
Martin standing at the 10-yard line. 10-10 ball. Humphrey advances on the ball, kicks it, and it will be returned by Dobson Martin from the 8-yard line. Martin spins at the 20.
Look here.
Breaks free at the 30, up to the 35, up to the 40-yard line. Terrific return there by Dobson Martin.
Caught it about the 12, I think. And
I said the 8.
It was at that deep good. He did a 360 and left wondering what happened. But a great start for the second half by Dobson Martin, straight up on the 40. Let's see if we can power this ball in like we did in the first half. Both sides of making adjustments.
Made a little spin move about the 20, and then he broke a tackle or two about the 35 and got to the 40. So here go the Wildcats moving from left to right on first down. They go up the middle, and it's a decent gain, and that
4
is
yards.
Dobson Martin on the carry.
Yep, Jackson's out here in the slot. We've got so much versatility amongst our skill players. It's hard, we act like we don't know who's back there, but they move them around. And they got the helmet coverings on them, and sometimes we just can't keep up.
So this is 2nd down and 6. Wildcats from their own 44. And Mason Cooper firing it out to the far side, complete to Jackson Virgil.
That's the type you want. That wasn't that 1 yard out and catch yourself. That slanted, and Mason threw a really good bullet there, got the first down. And again, snap, step, throw. Mason's looked very good with his passing, and I don't know how many passes he's thrown, but I bet he's not in double digits yet.
First down at the Panther Creek 48-yard line. Changing the play here, apparently, with 10 seconds on the play clock. Mason Cooper in the shotgun. Has Dobson Martin to his left. He fakes it to Martin. Firing it out to the left side, but incomplete.
A little tall for Virgil, but at least it was to the outside, where when it got tipped, it went out and wasn't a tip drill. When they're setting up both of these teams and say they're changing the play, they're trying to draw you off sides with that lineup and fake clap. And they have a play that they could run if it's there, but for the most part, they're reading the defense, seeing what they shift into, and then get rolling.
So 2nd down and 10 from the Panthers' 48-yard line. Hand off Jackson Hare going right, and he is wrapped up and brought down near the line of scrimmage.
Ato Haney.
Yeah.
He came from the weak side on that one and caught him from behind. That was a little bit of a surprise there. We were heavy right again, so they may have the adjustment made, and when we go heavy, their offside linebacker is going to sprint behind and try to catch him.
That's a gain of just 1 yard, so it's 3rd down and 9 for Sulphur Springs at the Panther Creek 47-yard line. 10-10 game.
Yep. big series. We need positive yards. See if we can maybe go for it on fourth if we had to.
2 wide left, 2 wide right. Give it to Jackson Hare up the middle, and Hare close to the first down as he spun away from the first contact. But no, he's
2 yards short.
Yeah, he's a yard or so short.
I think we'll go right here, but we got number 70, Aiden McCarroll, lost his helmet, so that could read into whether or not we go for it. But I figure we're going to put Jumbo. We're going to buy him back in with a timeout's what the coach, and that's a smart move. He would have to sit out a play, but you can buy him back with a timeout. So that's a good use with a big fourth down play.
4th and 2 at the Panther Creek 40-yard line. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Levels okay? Can you hear the crowd a little bit? Bring it up a little. Sulphur Springs 10, Panther Creek 10.
We got the beef in. We're going for it. I figure we're going to have a Wildcat with Jackson Hare.
4th and 2 at the Panther Creek 40-yard line. Jackson Hare takes the direct snap, trying to go wide, and he is in trouble, and he's going to be hit for a loss behind the line.
I don't agree with that one. We needed to go north-south. They've got too good a pursuit there. Jackson didn't have a chance. So, turnover on downs, and Panther Creek's going to start at the 43-yard line. So that's a big play. You try it every once in a while, but if we go north-south, we make that, I think.
Loss of 3. Jackson Hare trying to get outside the left tackle.
You could tell right from the start that had no chance.
Good penetration by the Panther defense.
So let's put it on the Wildcat defense. See if we can get a 3 down here. Big boys down here to the bottom part of the Twins.
10-10 game. First down, Panther Creek. And this goes to
number
White.
4.
Yeah, that is Sean White, who bounces outside and has a first down as he ducks out of bounds inside Sulphur Springs territory at the 43-yard line.
Trying to go no huddle.
$14 yards on the gain. First down and 10. Throwing deep into the end zone. Had a great job of breaking it up there by Creed Wisenhunt. No, was it
That's
Gio Ibarra. Okay, I thought it was Creed Wisenhunt.
No, that was Gio.
Great
right
coverage.
There with him. Yeah, you could see that one developing. Gio had, and he's actually had a chance to intercept these deep balls too. He's going up and high pointing. Really has developed into a great cornerback safety this year.
Jeremiah Ford was the intended receiver there, about a step into the Wildcat end zone. 2nd and 10 from the 43. Up the middle to Donovan Webb, or is this, once again, the other running back? And no, that is Donovan
It is
Webb.
Donovan getting up, so he got 4, 3rd and 6.
Sean White.
We need to stop them for no gain or get something penetrated. This right here, don't make them, which they probably go for it unless they go backwards.
Sean White, their other excellent running back, but as Tony told you, this is 3rd and 6 at the Wildcat 39-yard line. 3 wide to the near side, 1 far side. This goes to Jalen Lott, the terrific receiver.
Yep, he got it.
On a bubble screen, good blocking on the near side. He has a first down at the Sulphur Springs 27-yard line.
You know, the only way you can stop something like that is to get everybody right on the line of scrimmage, and you really take a chance on a big play right there if you load up.
12 yards of the gain to Jalen Lott. First down at Wildcat 27. And off to Donovan Webb. He was stopped up, but he did a great job of bouncing outside and gets it all the way to the Wildcat 15-yard line. Again, 12 yards on the game by Webb. Looked like the Wildcats had him bottled up there for a minute, don't it?
Well, they missed the block in the back on the wide out over there, and that chaps me because that was a ceiling block that gave him the first down. I'm surprised the Wildcat coaches are not letting the officials have it right there, because it was definitely there.
10-10 game. Panther Creek at the Sulphur Springs 15-yard line. Graylin Fry feeling the pressure, moving to his right, hit, and gets away from contact, and now going to gain about 5 yards to the 10-yard line.
Good athletic play there. He turned a 1-yard loss into about a 4-yard, 5-yard gain. They're being able to get outside right now. We got to get contained. We're kind of on hands on hips right now.
2nd and 5 at the Sulphur Springs 10-yard line. 10-10 game, 7:32 left to go third quarter. It's the first possession for Panther Creek in the second half.
Better watch your big tight end across the middle.
Snap to Fry, fakes the handoff up the middle, feeling the pressure, moving in the pocket to his left. He's still running, still coming to his left, throws, and incomplete.
Out of bounds. I think he caught the ball that came out of bounds. What a fantastic catch. Yep, he's signaling he was out. I think he actually caught that football. Great pursuit by the Wildcat defenders. They had the quarterback running for his life, and again running to the left for a right-handed quarterback.
Right.
He made an excellent throw
That was
with a lot of steam.
Jalen Lott, that terrific receiver that they have, who nearly caught it at the pylon in the near corner of the end zone at the goal line. Here's the throw into the end zone.
All right.
And incomplete. Now, there was movement at the line on this third down and 5
flag. I thought that we might be offsides, but nobody threw it. So it's 4th and 5. Let's see if they take the field goal or not.
Again, they were going for Jalen Lott in the back corner of the end zone on the near side, and they will send the field goal unit out.
But Wisna was right there. I mean, we have played outstanding football on the defensive backs.
This will be a 27-yard field goal on the right hash mark. Angle is to the left. Nick Humphrey had a 23-yard field goal in the first half. 4th down and 5. Snap. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good.
So that's, again, they bent but didn't break, held them to 3. So that's a good job by the Wildcat defense. So it's side out to the offense.
6:55 to go third quarter. Panther Creek 13, Sulphur Springs 10. This is Wildcats football on KSST.
I would be wary of an onside kick here out of the blue.
Here comes the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff for Panther Creek. A 27-yard field goal by Nick Humphrey at the end of a 46-yard 9-play drive for Panther Creek. But the Wildcats doing a good job of tightening up there as Panther Creek got close to the goal line.
Looks like they're going to kick it deep again. Low kick this time.
Humphrey puts his foot into the ball, and it's on the ground and picked up by Dobson Martin. Martin up the middle, and this time he won't go as far as he did the last time. He's down at the 25-yard line.
He did a good job getting to the 25, and he did what he's supposed to. He gets up kind of gimpy there, so he's going to go out. But that was a great job. Ball was down. He didn't catch it clean, but he kept his knees off the ground and then got what he could. Didn't waste any effort.
Looks like we have a timeout. I didn't see who signaled for it.
I think they're just – They
guess
give
you're right.
them, in all honesty, it's supposed to be 40 seconds from the time the play's done, but nobody does it.
Each team went to the sideline there and huddled before they came back out onto the field.
Well, they might have given a little with Dobson leaving the field. They may have stopped it there.
Jeff Stevenson out
there
over the ball.
Mason Cooper.
Center, and Mason Cooper takes the snap, going to keep it himself over the right side. Nice run by the quarterback, Mason Cooper.
I liked everything down to the slide because he had about 5 more yards. I guess he didn't have confidence in his own speed. He was wide open. He could have run for a first, but that's all right.
6 yards on the gain to the 31-yard line.
That gives them something else to think about when they run that play.
Dobson Martin back in the ballgame at running back here for the Wildcats, and they fake it to Martin. And here's a bubble screen to the far side, caught, and should be good for a first down, and that is Jackson Hare on the catch.
1st and 10 right there. That's a good job.
And a nice run after the catch to the 37-yard line.
But Mason is really showing that he's got excellent accuracy on his throws too. He's done a really good job since coming in that Salina game.
Mason Cooper coming in tonight has completed 2% of his passes for 679 yards, 9 touchdowns. First down. Cooper feeling the pressure, coming to the near side, throwing, complete, near the midfield stripe.
Carpenter, first down.
Deacon Carpenter who makes the catch out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
49-yard line. That was kind of a broken play that was going to be a quick hitter, and it wasn't there. Mason held it, went all the way to the opposite side of the field, and Carpenter was wide open. He had to go up and get it, but it was a great catch, kept that foot in. 1st and 10, midfield. 12
yards on the game. Wildcats at their 49-yard line, just below that big star at the middle of the field.
5:35 left in the third quarter. Pretty fast-moving quarter.
13-10, Panther Creek leading. They give it to Jackson Hare. Hare starts out up the middle and then takes it to the outside. And way there, Tony, from breaking that one. Started out at left tackle and then bounced it outside. So 2nd down and 7.
I'd rather see us get through the line of scrimmage then bounce it out.
2 wide to either side of the field. Again, Jackson Hare over the left side. And Hare.
Tough run. Good 4, maybe 5.
Keeps his legs churning. Gets to the 44-yard line for a gain of 4.
3rd and 3.
Running behind big Vincent Johnson at left tackle there.
We badly need to move this, and here comes the Beef Patrol.
3rd and 4.
So now, this time, don't run the ball wide. Tell them you're going right there and take it.
I think this is going to be a direct snap to Jackson.
Yep, should be, and he needs to go. We got Beef on either side, but mostly left.
Truth Holmes in there. They snap it to Jackson Hare, and Hare.
He tried. They didn't give us a good spot on that one, and the Frisco coach sure does a good job of helping that line judge out.
Hare going left, trying to cut it back, is about 1.5 yards short of the first down at the 38-yard line.
We're going to do the same thing again. One thing we haven't done, and you and I have talked about it, whether or not Jackson Hare can pass the ball any.
And I bet that he can.
I bet he can.
The athlete that he is.
10 seconds on the clock. We've got to hurry or we're liable to have to go call a timeout.
5 seconds. Again, direct snap here to Jackson Hare. Hare looking for his blockers.
He
still
didn't get it.
Keeping his legs pumping. He's going to be very close to that first down at the 41-yard line.
Yep. Coach couldn't talk him out. Of course, that was 4th down, so you're going to stop the clock anyway. But we're going to – there's that signal, 1st and 10.
Wow.
Great job by the meat patrol.
And a great job of running by Jackson Hare.
He kept churning.
It was not there at the first.
It was stopped early. So, big play. Now we need to move it on in. Where'd we start this? At 25?
25. First down now at the 41-yard line for the Wildcats. Mason Cooper back in there, takes the snap, gives it to Jackson Hare, and Hare, again, just a step away from breaking that one all the way.
If he keeps his footing right there, he scores, because that one man's not going to get him. I don't care if it is Donovan.
He gets to the 34-yard line. So that's a 7 at 2nd down and 3. Even Webb is playing both.
He's in there right now.
Who's that, Webb?
2.
May not be. Webb is the Texas Tech recruit as a safety, but he's also an outstanding running back for Panther Creek. Rated as the top safety, as a matter of fact, in the state of Texas. So play clock down to 4. This is 2nd down and 3 from the 33-yard line, and they just get it off. And Mason Cooper in trouble, and he is sacked way back at the 48-yard line, 47-yard line.
Got to throw the ball away. That's going to be about a 15 or 16-yard loss. It was 2nd and 3 at the 34.
13-yard loss.
Can't
now
have that.
Way behind the chains. 3rd down and 16, the scoreboard says.
Yep. That's as good a job as Mason's done. You got to realize you got to just throw the ball. Take your medicine. You can't make every play.
Line to gain now is the 31-yard line, and they're at the
have to call
47. Play clock at 1, and they do have a timeout.
So kind of imploding a little bit on this series, and we got to rectify it.
3rd down and 16, and the Wildcats take the timeout. Panther Creek leading 13-10. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay, thank you, James. Screen pass here.
Yep. Or just a slant and see if we can break something.
Panther leading 13-10. We have 3rd down 16 for the Wildcats. 13-yard loss. Mason Cooper being sacked.
They had no chance to throw it away. That's the one fault he's had today. He's taken, I think, maybe a sack.
Yeah.
But that's one thing, his lack of speed. If they get to you, you can throw it out of the pocket and just throw it in the first row.
He out of the pocket on that one.
But going with his throwing arm, he still could have done something.
Yeah. Action pass. Cooper this time in the pocket, moving around, doing a nice job there. Get to, I think that's Jackson Hare, makes the catch, but very short gain.
2-yard gain. That was.
They were looking downfield there.
Trying to get the big play. 4th down, nothing to do. Punt. Try to pin them deep.
4th and 13.
Minute 9 running in the 3rd quarter.
So the sack real there.
Yeah. Yep. It was. What was it? 2nd or 3rd and 3 when that happened. I think it would have been 3rd and 3 if we just hang on to it.
Right. Jackson Hare into punt.
Nobody's back, so maybe we can pin him deep. He's creeping a little bit.
Whistles and the play is stopped. It's a delay of game.
Yeah, that 5 yards doesn't hurt anything. We're going to see if we could get them to jump, even though that would have we wouldn't go for it on 4th down.
Moves the ball back to the 50. And Jackson Hare will no doubt punt for the Wildcats. As Tony told you, there is nobody back. Well, now I see Donovan Webb dropping back at the last moment. Ooh. Hare gets a nice kick away. He's going for the coffin corner here.
Did he get it? He got it.
Out of bounds somewhere inside the 10.
5-yard line.
5.
What a great job by everything Jackson Hare. And that nearly got tipped.
That's a 45-yard punt out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That'll do it.
Dallas Cowboys don't do it any better than that.
Yeah, that's about as good as you'll see. And you don't see many kickers go for the old coffin corner, as they used to say, but he definitely did it there.
Yeah, I would have kicked it over toward our sideline way away from Donovan Webb. I wouldn't. Yeah. He would not be returning punts for me. Now watch out for the 1st down and a possible big throw to Lott. They haven't tried but 1 or 2. This was probably not a bad spot.
Panther Creek leads 13-10. 1st down at their own 5-yard line. Snap it to Graylin Fry, and they give it to Donovan Webb over the right side. It's a scrum and a gain of a couple of yards for Webb.
A good 1st down for the Wildcat defense right there.
So 2nd down and 8. Truth Holmes, the tackle for the Wildcats.
Three-man front's done this whole defense has done well this year, and they're coming together.
Truth Holmes, Wildcat nose tackle, committed to UT El Paso. And that is the end of the third quarter. That snuck up on me there.
Yeah, I thought they were calling timeout because the cheerleaders were running back behind the team. But that's the end of the third quarter. 3 points for Panther Creek's all that happened, so we're going to have to come from behind.
Panther Creek 13, Sulphur Springs 10, going to the fourth quarter. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Levels okay? Whew, need a turnover.
Yep. At the very least, we just need a 3 and out. We'll get the ball in our side of the field.
Start of the fourth quarter, Panther Creek leading Sulphur Springs 13-10. Second down and 8 from the Panther Creek 7-yard line.
Lott's in the backfield, so he's going to go in motion.
There goes Jalen Lott from left to right, and they swing it out to him, and he spins, makes the man miss nearly, but no. That is Alex King on the tackle there for Sulphur Springs.
That's some sure tackling.
No, I beg your pardon. That's James Johnson.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right.
That's James Johnson with
an
excellent
sure tackle there. Now 3rd and long 4. We badly need to stop here and get them to punt right there.
Huge play.
Don't let them get anything started.
Panther Creek leading 13-10, 3rd and 4 at their 11-yard line. They're now moving left to right.
Lots up at the top.
2 wide left, 2 wide right. Running back to the right of Graylin Fry. Play action, throw into the left side. It's incomplete.
Wisnut nearly had that. He led him too much, and Wisnut dove, and he nearly had it. Regardless, 3 and out. Catch football on the punt, and we should start at our side of the field.
Intended for Jeremiah Ford, breaking in from right to left.
Looks like Gio and Jackson back there, normal. Very steady and very talented duo.
Nick Humphrey, their place kicker, is also their punter. He stands 3 steps deep into the end zone, just on top of the Y in the Cowboys. The bottom of the Y. It's 4th and 4. Gets the kick away. This is a very low punt. Yeah. Lands at about the 35. Takes a Panther Creek roll and going to end up rolling into Sulphur Springs territory to the 48-yard line.
Couldn't get up there to catch it, but it's still, you're just 3 yards on the other side. So Wildcats badly need to push this in. I don't know if we're going to need to throw it a little bit just to loosen them up some, but again, if we do, it's got to be that catch it, step, throw it.
42-yard punt by Nick Humphrey, and I think he was kicking away from Jackson Hare and Gio Ibarra there, and kept it low, I think probably by design to get that roll.
Yep, I started to say the only thing I ask is for him to kick it high so we can catch it, but he did the right thing. So a big series here, 11-13 left in the ball game, down 3.
13-10, they give it to Jackson Hare, and Hare is caught from behind, brought down, 21. Tried to go off right tackle.
The weak side, Ato Haney, they've got it where if they're going opposite, the weak side is just sprinting over there, and they've got us from behind a couple times.
I tell you, I would not have believed if you had told me that this would be a 13-10 game going to the fourth quarter.
I thought we were going to have at least 35 each tonight, that it was going to be offensive.
Very surprising.
Backfield.
Snap to Mason Cooper. Cooper throws it out. I believe that's Quinn Harris who makes the catch.
Just got about 3, though, so that's going to be 3rd and 7.
Gets into Panther Creek territory.
3rd and 6. We badly need at least 1 or 2 first downs. We need to put something back on the board. At the very least, we need to tie the ball game up.
Harris brought down at the Panther Creek 49-yard line.
Old style football today.
Yeah, it really is.
There's a lot of offense on both sides of the ball, and the defenses are playing some ball.
3rd and 7. Snap to Mason Cooper. Handoff up the middle. And not sure if that was Jackson Hare or
sure that was
Dobson.
Jackson.
That's Jackson Hare.
Yeah.
He
That
lowered his
means-
shoulder and got to the 45, but they're 2 yards short. Of the
3
first down.
yards short. That means we're
Yeah, you're
going
right.
for it, though, for him to give it up the middle. Here comes the beef.
So 4th and 3. Tony had it right.
I don't think they're bringing in as much beef. We need to bring Medlock in, but he's the only one. We badly need this one. We've been unsuccessful the last 2 or 3 of them.
Jackson Medlock comes in as a blocking back. Quinn Harris in motion from
There we
right to
go.
left. They get it out to Quinn and the
There
flat,
we
and there he
go.
goes. Quinn Harris still on his feet all the way to
There.
the 20-yard line, make it the 21-yard line
Great.
on Panther Creek.
Great job, and credit Jackson Virgil for holding up and just shielding a cornerback out there, but did not block in the back. It was right in front of that official. So huge play to the 21, 1st and 10, and now let's get in there.
24-yard gain from Mason Cooper to Quinn Harris. Harris was coming in motion from right. Flipped it out to him in the flat on the near side.
Yep.
He had room to
But he led him where he down here a little bit too.
down at the 21.
All
And
right.
Mason Cooper again to Quinn Harris in the flat
Great
over on the
block.
outside.
They're
Gonna be
going to get him.
A touchdown,
Dadgummit.
but Tony says he
They're
sees a
going to
penalty.
call him for holding, and our Wildcat coaches are livid, and I don't blame them. They hadn't called a holding call all game long, and you get one right there. So it's going to be from the 7, so it should be 1st down, 1st and 7 or so from the 17. That's, if you're going to do it all game.
It was a touchdown to Quinn Harris.
It's a beautiful play, and it was, I mean, they were f***ing each other. You got to let that.
Harris caught the ball in the flat on the far side. Great job of running, cutting it back toward the middle of the field.
17-yard line, put it down. It's a spot foul, so it still goes as a 4-yard gain, 1st and 6. 8:47 left. We badly need 7 here because that takes the field goal away from Panther Creek.
13-10, Panther Creek leading. 8:38, not many more possessions.
First
Sulphur
down
Springs.
here, we're going to go up the gut here with a running play.
Give it to Jackson Hare going right. And Hare dives through.
2nd and 1. Good job.
Gets to the
About the 12.
12-yard line. Yeah.
12-yard line. 2nd and 1.
Gain of 5 there. Yeah, 2nd and 1 now.
Do the same thing. I'm getting nervous from the backside when they're going wide. I want to see him try to get through first. This offensive line needs to impose themselves right here.
Jackson Medlock again. There's a blocking back or H-back behind the left guard. Snap to Mason Cooper.
There's
Fakes
the
it to
pick.
Jackson
All right,
Hare.
look at
Slanted.
here.
Touchdown for
There
the
we
Wildcats.
go.
That's Jackson Virgil.
Great job. Perfect fake, and Cooper set up perfectly and delivered one right between the 8 and the 0. There's that leading score. Now let's put 7 in there and get up 4. 7:45 left in the ball game, and now that looks better.
12-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Virgil, and Tony, the play action really worked well there.
It did, and everybody kept off of it, and Virgil made sure he got his body inside on the cornerback.
Kick by Eric Rodriguez, up and good.
There we go. 4-point lead, and that's huge. That means they've got to go for touchdowns. Great job, Wildcats, in spite of that holding call. And I hope they still chew that booger out going down the sideline, because that was not a call that's to be made right there.
9:03 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. Way to go, Wildcats, and they lead it 17-13. 7:45 to go. Wildcats football on KSST. Very quick here.
I keep talking too much after that before getting commercial in.
That's the most important thing. You know? Don't worry about it. J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff coming up here. The Wildcats have taken a 17-13 lead on the number 6 team in the state, Panther Creek. Sulphur Springs number 10. Here's the kick by Eric Rodriguez. And it bounces at the 20 and bounces away from the return man.
He touched it.
And it goes out of bounds at about the 5-yard
line. If he doesn't touch it, it's going out of bounds. But he touched it. It's gone out to 6. What a break for the Wildcats. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 6-yard line. Now let's see if that defense can really load up.
The kick by Eric Rodriguez landed at about the 20.
Yeah.
It had all kinds of spin on it.
And the guy in front of it called a fair catch and didn't go get the ball. And all of a sudden...
Did they not touch it until it got to the 6?
No, right at the sideline. I mean, if he'd left it alone, it was going out of bounds, and it just been a re-kick.
The touchdown, a 12-yard touchdown pass from Mason Cooper to Jackson Virgil. Second touchdown pass of the night for Mason Cooper. That now gives him 11 TD passes in just a little over half of the season. But he's the regular quarterback
now. They're going to throw the ball.
Wildcats lead 17-13. First down from the 6-yard line, and they toss it out to the running back, and that is Donovan Webb, who makes the catch. Nice run, gets across the 10 up to the 12-yard line. 6-yard gain, second down 4. 7:27 to go.
Happy clock running right now. We just don't need to let anything big.
One man wide to the left, 2 to the near side, running back to the right of Graylin Fry. That is Webb. They give it to Webb, and Webb off right tackle. Cut down at about the 18-yard line.
I think that was James Johnson. Went straight underneath him, submarined him. They got the first down, but again, running clock and not a whole lot of yards. And let's see, we've only got one. They've got all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout, so they got 4 stoppages.
Man in motion, that's Webb, and that leaves an empty backfield for Graylin Fry. Takes the snap, back pedals, throwing deep, and incomplete at midfield. And Panther Creek fans kind of thinking there should have been a pass interference call there, but I don't.
There was a little contact, but the ball was overthrown, and it wasn't a hold, so that was a good no call. 2nd and 10. 6:36.
That was the big tight end Parker Ord he was going for, who's committed to BYU. 2nd and 10, I think Tony just told you, the 18-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark. They're moving left to right. 2 wide to the far side, 2 to the near side. Now Webb goes in motion, and they have a little bubble screen to the near side. Wildcats all over it, and that is either no gain or a loss.
That's right on it.
To Jeremiah Ford, and
King and Hardy both tag teamed him and wrapped him up. 3rd and 10. What a huge play coming up. Let's everybody focus and get that stop and make them punt one more time.
That was no gain there.
And the clock's running, going under 6 minutes right here. If we can get a stop and force a punt, we can put a serious dent in this time clock.
3rd and 10 from the 18-yard line for Panther Creek. Their own 18, play action pass, and Fry throwing and incomplete at the 35-yard line.
I think that McCormick might have tipped it. They were trying it. They had plenty of coverage, but I think McCormick might have tipped it. So now it forces a punt. We've got to really watch. I don't think they would be willing to fake punt right here, but we've got to really play it. This is one where just don't jump off sides, and if the ball's not catchable, so be it. We want the clock running, and we want our offense on the field.
They will go into their top receiver, Jalen Lott, there.
No doubt.
Wildcats, great job of covering him and breaking up the pass. Nick Humphrey gets the punt away, and it's a good one. And a fair catch called for by Jackson Hare at the 50-yard line.
Gio got that one.
Is it?
Yep, Gio got it. They switched sides on us. So,
okay, you're right.
Straight up 50-yard line, 5 minutes, 40 seconds left for a Wildcat victory here. If we can run this in, we can put it out of reach.
32-yard punt by Nick Humphrey. First down, Sulphur Springs at the 50. They lead 17-13. Less than 6 minutes to go in the game. Huge possession here for Sulphur Springs.
Absolutely, and you're going to have to watch Coach Surratt for Panther Creek. He's going to have to start utilizing his timeouts a little bit if our running game gets healthy. But we've got to run it and get it moving.
Dobson Martin in the game at running back for the Wildcats. They swing it out to Jackson Hare in the slot. And Hare moves it down the field
and inbounds
to the Panther Creek 44-yard line, 43-yard line.
Yep, that's just like a running play. Cooper delivers such a good ball, and Jackson's such a good receiver. That's just like running. We don't want anything to stop that clock. 22 seconds left on the 30-second clock. We need to be snapping it at under 3.
Gain of 7. This is second down and 3. Wildcats taking their time in the huddle.
They're doing
Come
it
up
just
to the
right.
line with 9 seconds on the play clock. Snap to Mason Cooper. Handoff Jackson Hare. Big hole over the right side. Hare using his blockers. Slips a tackle. Keeps his feet all the way down to the Panther Creek 22-yard line.
And I think he actually went down to stay in bounds, which is just a senior smart play. 4:47 and the clock's going to roll right now. 4 fresh downs. We can get this to the two-minute timeout for sure.
19 yards on the run-off right tackle by Jackson Hare.
That's his best run of the night.
Yep. Great job of using his blockers. Shedding tackles along the way.
And again, we're running the clocks down to 8. We're going to snap it right there. Cooper's doing a masterful job of using that clock.
And whistles.
And there's a timeout probably by... Nope, we got a foul. That's the last thing we need, so it's going to go back. False start. 1st and 15. That's one thing we didn't need right now, but...
Yep.
Clock's going to start again, so we got 25 fresh seconds going.
False start moves it back to the 27-yard line. It will still be first down,
Yep.
1st and 15 for Sulphur Springs.
So
the line to gain will be the 13-yard line.
I look for Panther Creek to call their first time out after this play, unless we throw it in completion.
4:05 to go. Wildcats lead 17-13.
Run the ball.
And
There
Cooper
we
gives
go.
Jackson Hare right tackle back.
Look at
Hare
here.
keeps his feet and is down to the 15.
13 of that 15 right there and inbounds. Clock running at 3:41. Great job. That's 2 consecutive off of that right side there.
And it's still just second down.
It's second down.
2nd and 2.
Let's throw some meat at them there.
At the 15-yard line of Panther Creek, the Wildcats leading 17-13. Under 3.5 minutes to go, and the clock is rolling. 11 seconds on the play clock.
We may be going to call a timeout on this one. It's going to be close.
Just now coming up to the line at 5 seconds.
There
And Mason Cooper takes the snap, gives it to Jackson Hare. Hare off right tackle.
Oh, man.
And shedding Panther Creek tacklers, would-be tacklers along the way down to the 10.
Did you see Big Vincent Johnson leading that? He pulled from left tackle.
No, I did not.
He looked like a John Deere bulldozer going over there, and they were falling back. First and goal.
Hare gets to the 9, so yeah, 1st and goal.
And happy clock. So we're going to be able to take one more play and get to the 2-minute warning. And I figure they're going to call timeout, but I would have thought he'd already called one.
Wildcats lead 17-13. 1st and goal at the 9. Mason Cooper, the handoff. Jackson Hare going right, and this time he is hit and brought down near the line of scrimmage.
And there is the first time out with 2:23 left. That's fine. 2nd and goal at the 10. Lost one there, but that's okay. We're setting up for one of those fake and post patterns over the middle again too.
17-13. There's a timeout on the field. Wildcats football continues after this on KSST.
What a good football game.
Oh, man.
Matt is even exhilarated. We're fixing to win this.
Wildcats football on KSST brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad track. Say thanks to all those good sponsors. Bringing you Wildcats football on KSST. Wildcats lead 17-13. It is second and
goal at the 10.
From the 10-yard line.
But we can't say enough about this senior group and the use of the clock here. Yep. Mason Cooper is snapping it at 2 or 1. Jackson Hare is sliding down in inbounds. I mean, this is just a master class in how to milk the clock.
2:23 to go. How many timeouts for Panther Creek?
They got 2 plus the 2 minutes, so they'll call another one after this. They may use them up before the 2 minute.
And off Jackson Hare between the tackles. Hare with a big hole and lowers his shoulder.
To the 3.
Down to the 3-yard line he goes.
And they called another timeout, so that they're down to 1 timeout. 2:17 left, so that's working into us as well. If we can push this in, they're going to be out of timeouts. But if we push it in, this ball game's over without freaking nature.
We said the 3. Looks like they marked it at the 4.
Yeah, they ripped us.
Sure looked like the 3.
Dang referees.
So let us say, let's, for the sake of argument, say they do not make the touchdown here on 3rd down. Would you settle for the field goal to make it 20-13?
I would not. I would keep going right there and give them a 97-yard field. That 3 points means nothing. I give them 97 yards with no timeouts. I go 2 plays regardless right here.
3rd down and goal at the 4. Panther Creek now has 1 timeout left, or
1
timeout.
Plus the 2 minutes.
The
so
2-minute warning.
2 more stoppages
coming up probably after this play, unless they elect to stop the clock.
They'll go ahead and stop it before the 2 minutes. We've been running everything to the Wildcat side of the field. Now wouldn't be a bad time to come left. They're loaded up defensively.
Wildcats to the far side, their benches to the far side. There goes Quinn Harris in motion right to left. They throw it out to him, and Harris is going to be hit for a loss. They had a big gain on that play a short time ago.
Number 3 there, Caden Green got it. They call their final timeout at 2:11.
They're going to say his forward progress was stopped at the 7.
Yep.
Does that change your thinking in it?
Nope. Now the clock's running. It's going to get to the 2-minute one. So they didn't use their last timeout. So there's the 2-minute timeout.
Okay.
You try to get something right here and give them a 90-yard field because they've got to score a touchdown.
Wildcats lead 17-13. 2 minutes to go. This is Wildcats football on KSST. What are they doing? Huge play coming up. 4th down and goal from the 6-yard line for Sulphur Springs, leading 17-13. 2 minutes on the clock. It looks like they have set Eric Rodriguez out there for the field goal here, Tony.
I don't agree with this.
He had earlier in the game, he had a 30-yard field goal. This will be from 23 yards.
This makes it where it's okay to get a tie, but you rest it whatever, and then you got to kick off again. But I'm okay.
Ankle is
not my
the left. Kick on the
right down the middle. So without guts and everything, with a 2-point conversion, the worst they can do is tie. So you got both sides of the coin. I can't fault them. My thought would be put it on the 10.
Yep. So 23-yard field goal by Eric Rodriguez, and 9:03 farm and feed by the railroad track says, way to go Wildcats. J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff coming up. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Here comes the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff for Sulphur Springs. Thanks to J. Hodge for the beautiful white Silverado pickup in which we made the trip today. Eric Rodriguez has it teed up at the 40-yard line. He just kicked the 23-yard field goal.
See, I would kick the ball low and try to get it over.
He only
fair catch signal.
He only backs off a couple of yards. Here comes the return, and it's across the 30 to about the 31 or 32.
Okay, minute 45. They've only got one timeout left. Let's see if this defense can win this ball game for us. They've done a yeoman's job so far.
Elion White on the return for Panther Creek. 32-yard line. 44-yard drive in 9 plays for Sulphur Springs. 19-yard run by Jackson Hare was the big play on the drive. But the drive bogged down after the Wildcats reached the Panthers' 4-yard line.
We've got Lott as the inside slot. I like the way our defense looks, though. We look like we got everybody covered.
First down and 10 from the 32. Fry over the middle. Pass caught at about the 43-yard line, and that is Parker Ord again.
James Johnson on the stop.
First down.
Going to run.
Moving the sticks, and Fry rolling out to his left, passing and complete. And out of bounds, close to another first down.
Yep.
And this is, again, that's Parker Ord, that big tight end who made the catch. And he's to the Sulphur Springs 48-yard line.
Yep, they're moving the pocket a little bit. Still okay. We're at midfield. We're at the 47-yard line. Minute 30. We got to get somebody on the ground in bounds and make them use that timeout.
11 yards on that gain. 2 backs, one on either side of Fry. Now they set up a middle screen to Donovan Webb, and that's going nowhere. Truth Holmes was there. Alex King was there.
I like where it is, but I'm almost thinking it was past the line and should have been a foul, but we'll take it. 2nd and 7.
From the Sulphur Springs 44, Fry rolling out to his right, passing.
Great. Oh, no.
Going to be
y'all all throw flags. I tell you what.
Parker Ord, the intended receiver, that's going to be interference on Sulphur Springs.
They call that on James Johnson, and he went over the top. There's no way that's interference.
So that's a spot foul.
It's spot if it's inside 15, right. But I think it was about, I think we got a good spot right there. 28. I'll take that because I thought it was a little further.
Automatic first down.
Yep.
Wildcats lead 17-13. A minute 7 left to go in the game. First down at the Sulphur Springs 33-yard line.
We're fixing to get a turnover.
Fry fires it out in the flat to Jeremiah Ford, who steps out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 5. We're still okay.
20-13. Of course, the Wildcats have a touchdown lead. Now, would Panther Creek consider going for 2 if they score a touchdown to win the game and not go to overtime?
I don't know. Got that big tight end, they might. I don't think they're going to score a touchdown. I think we're going to get something.
This is 2nd and 6. Man in motion, that is Lott. Jalen Lott, that dangerous receiver going from right to left. And Fry not looking that way down the sideline.
Oh.
Tipped and nearly intercepted for Sulphur Springs.
What a great job of tandem work right there. I think that's 32. T.J.
That's
Bolden.
T.J. Bolden back there,
and
yeah.
was,
coverage for Sulphur Springs.
And then we had a safety in the back. I think that might have been Hardy, and he nearly tipped it to Hardy.
Yep.
Tried the wheel route going out and up. 3rd and 5 now. They may have to worry about getting the first down. So big play here. See if we can knock it down.
No doubt they have 2 downs to make it, of course. Now Fry takes the snap, but
got flags. They got a 5-yard false start.
That's
big.
That's big. Moves it back to the 33-yard line, and
that's big. That makes it 3rd and 10.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
Wildcats are imploring all fans, and they're up. There's some noise at the Star right now.
I think
big
both,
play.
Both bands are going at the same time. 3rd and 10. Empty backfield. 3 wide far side, 2 wide to the near side. Fry, big pressure, setting up the screen pass
to
right Donovan Webb.
All right.
And they get him down. That's T.J. Bolden. Got him down to the 25.
4th and 3, and they called a timeout, the final timeout with 44 seconds. 4th and 3. What a ball game to finish this regular season up.
They're going to give him forward progress at the 26.
Yep. Full 3 yards short.
4th and 3. Wow. Fantastic game.
I'm looking for the tight end right here.
Yep.
We
Parker
got
Ord.
But we can't give up the deep ball over the top by just looking for the 3-yarder. They're now out of timeouts. So if we stop them in bounds, we're rushing them.
So here we go. Both teams coming back onto the field for this huge 4th and 3 for Panther Creek at the Sulphur Springs 26-yard line.
We got to get, there we go. Get up closer. Your tight end's wide open there in the slot.
Graylin Fry takes the snap. Fires it out, and
you got it.
Caught, and that should be a first down.
But it is in bounds. So get it going. Let's roll the clock, Mr. Ump.
That goes to Jeremiah Ford to the 18-yard line.
There goes 38 seconds and rolling now.
First down at the 18. Fry in the pocket, moving to his right. That's the short side of the field, and he goes out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. Actually, they say he stepped out at the 20, so that's a loss of 2.
Okay.
Does stop the clock.
That's pretty good holding going on the left side of that line. There's not been a holding call. They owe us a holding call, but I bet you we're not going to get it right here.
Wildcats lead 20-13.
29 seconds.
29 seconds showing on the Ford Center clock here.
They're feeding the Panther Creek sideline, but they've got the big tight end. They got Trips Tall, tight end, and Lott up there.
Second,
so I think this one's going left.
2nd and 11, empty backfield. Graylin Fry, the senior quarterback, firing it over the middle.
Incomplete.
And
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11.
So that's big.
They were going for the tight end, Parker Ord.
Yep. Everybody be on Lott this time. He's getting the ball. He hasn't touched it on this drive. I will almost guarantee you he's getting the ball right here.
Jalen Lott, their outstanding receiver who has committed to Oregon. 3rd and 11 from the Wildcat 18. Fry back. Has time.
Intercepted.
Interception.
Get on the ground. There it is. 24 McCormick. Isn't that the 2nd game in a row?
Well, no, that was the Paris game. He had the clinching interception.
There we go. I told you we were going to get one.
Linebacker. And the
Look
Wildcat fans going
crazy. Yes, they are.
And well, they should. The Wildcats are going to win this football game over the number 6 team in the state of Texas, Panther Creek. Sulphur Springs leading 20-13.
And that will put us against Carter. All we got to do is victory snap and get it on the ground. What a football game. The Wildcats are for real, and they've done this with Mason Cooper in reserves, and he deserves a ton of credit.
He has done a super job tonight. He really has, of course, and Tony's referring to the fact that Drew Deuce Timmons went out against Salina with a bad ankle and has not been able yet to come back. But what a job Mason Cooper has done, the senior quarterback.
And the coaching staff, too, for these quick hitters on there. They've kept him out of trouble.
Huge credit to.
There's the snap, and he's on the ground. This ball game's over. Celebration time. We're 1-0 at Jerry World Jr.
Alex McCormick comes up with the clutch interception for Sulphur Springs.
Mercy.
From the 18-yard line, I'd love to see that play over again, see what exactly happened. But
I told you we were going to get one.
As Tony told you a moment ago, it was just in the game against Paris, which was, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
That McCormick came up with the clinching interception for that game. So this was a heavyweight fight, Tony.
None of the fans are leaving over there either. They're staying. They're fixing to have the band's going to go and get that victory line on the sidelines with them playing the school song. This is it. And what a way to go into the playoffs on such a positive note.
Wildcats will finish the regular season at 9-1. They will take second place
and play
District
Carter.
7-4A. And yeah, it looks like going to play once again Dallas Carter. But I think that that worm has turned.
Yep.
To a great extent, Tony. I think that the Wildcats have gotten over the hump. Certainly did last year against Carter.
Right now, we've got confidence. Now they're headed to the band.
What a win for Sulphur Springs.
Yep.
Biggest regular season win, Tony, for Sulphur Springs, I'm sure, since the 2008 state championship.
Absolutely is. We haven't had near enough of them, but this absolutely is.
Wow.
There goes the school song.
Huge win for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats and a thrilling game here. 20-13, the final score. The Wildcats over the Panther Creek Panthers here at the Star, the Dallas Cowboys headquarters, and the stadium here is called the Ford Center, where the Cowboys practice. Has the Cowboy Star at midfield, Cowboys in blue and silver at both ends. So what a setting for this game here tonight. It's the home field for Panther Creek, and the Wildcats win it 20-13 to close out the regular season. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Wow. Oh, man. Unbelievable.
I'm going to say that's the least amount of points Panther Creek has been held to all year.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, without it. Yeah, absolutely. Wildcats football on KSST from the Star in Frisco. A 20-13 Wildcat win over Panther Creek to take second place in District 7-4A. And what a season it has been for the Sulphur Springs Wildcats.
Absolutely.
So now a by-district game next week. We're quite sure it will be Dallas Carter. Now that is unofficial, but that's our reading of it, and that is based on the information that we have from Max Preps. And a site and date and time to be determined. Now, last year the Wildcats played the Carter Cowboys in Greenville.
Yep.
And that would not necessarily be such a bad thing if that happened again, if they were willing to come back and play there.
Nope, that'd be all right.
And there's even the possibility discussed by Brandon Faircloth this week of having a home-and-home toss if the Carter coach, if that's the case, would agree to that, in which case there'd be a 50-50 chance of playing it at Gerald Prim Stadium. But what a win tonight for Sulphur Springs. A big-time victory for the Wildcats. And let's recap this thing as Panther Creek took the opening kickoff and went 68 yards in 13 plays, but had to settle for a 23-yard field goal by Nick Humphrey to make it 3-0 midway through the first quarter. Wildcats then had to punt the ball back to Panther Creek. But, that was a key play, the punt that put the ball at the 13-yard line there, because then they turned it over, and that really one of the big plays of the ball game is there was a fumble by the outstanding running back for Panther Creek, Donovan Webb, and it was recovered by T.J. Bolden at the Panther Creek 27-yard line. Wildcats then went on to score on a 9-yard touchdown pass from Mason Cooper to Quinn Harris. Eric Rodriguez the kick to make it 7-3 with 11:50 left to go in the first half. 3 and out then for Panther Creek. Wildcat defense got off the field very quickly. And then Sulphur Springs drives 35 yards in 10 plays, starting from the 50-yard line. They have to settle for the 30-yard field goal by Eric Rodriguez to make it 10-3 with 4:02 left to go in the first half. Panther Creek then, their best drive of the night. They go 70 yards in 13 plays, and Donovan Webb gets the touchdown on a 3-yard run to tie the game at 10-10 late in the first half. Wildcats then had a chance to regain the lead, and a great kickoff return by Dobson Martin of 32 yards to the 40-yard line of the Wildcats. And they did drive to the Panther Creek 43-yard line, but they gave it up on downs. You remember, was that the play where Jackson Hare tried to go outside?
Yep.
I think that may have been that play, and they caught him.
They got him.
So then
we had one little dry spell where we missed 2 or 3.
Panther Creek then taking over at their own 43-yard line after the Wildcats give it up on downs. They drive to the Sulphur Springs 10, but the Wildcat defense tightens up, and they force Nick Humphrey to accept a 27-yard field goal. And we're now, by the way, into the second half here in this recount of the game. So it was 10-10 at halftime. First possession of the third quarter for Panther Creek. They take it over on downs. They get the field goal to make it 13-10 with 6:55 left to go in the third quarter. That was a 46-yard drive in 9 plays. But that was the last time Panther Creek would score. Wildcats then take over at their own 25-yard line on the kickoff. They drive into Panther Creek territory, but this is where they had the big sack. They lost 13 yards. Mason Cooper got sacked. They ended up having to punt. But here's another big play. And again, the punting game was big tonight. Jackson Hare punting for the Coffin corner. A 45-yard punt that goes out at the Panther Creek 5-yard line.
5-yard line, that was huge.
Now then, they only get to their 11-yard line. They have to punt, and the Wildcats start at their 48-yard line. So that punt that forced them to go from their 5-yard line was very big.
Absolutely. And
Sulphur Springs, starting from their 48, they go 52 yards in 7 plays. They had a 24-yard gain on a little swing pass to Quinn Harris. Harris scored a touchdown on a similar play a couple of plays later, but it was called back for holding. But they get the touchdown anyway on a 12-yard pass from Mason Cooper to the sophomore Jackson Virgil, slanting in over the middle to make it 17-13 with the kick by McCormick, and that was with 7:45 to go in the ball game. Panther Creek forced to punt. They start at their 6-yard line. Remember the kickoff?
Yeah, that was the kickoff that
went out of bounds.
That we got lucky that Lott touched at the 6, and it would have gone out of bounds. And it was an excellent kick by Rodriguez that had some fortune to it, but that put them in a huge hole that they couldn't come out of right then.
They were only able to get out to their 18-yard line. Then they punted. Sulphur Springs took over at the 50, and the Wildcats drive to as far as the 4-yard line on that drive. And then Panther Creek again showed resistance, and Eric Rodriguez took the 23-yard field goal to make it 20-13 with 1:53 left to go. Panther Creek starting at their 32. They drive to the Sulphur Springs 20-yard line. I'm not sure if it was what down and distance was.
Yeah.
Third down, was it?
I think so.
I believe it was the third down play, and Alex McCormick, the senior linebacker, comes up with the interception on a pass over the middle for Sulphur Springs.
Yep. Just a great job all the way. And I looked, and we held them to 13 points. 28 points by Salina was the other lowest point, and 31 points to some team. And other than that, they've been scoring 50 and 60 every game. We held these guys to 13 points. Our Wildcat defense is for real.
And give defensive coordinator Matt Newton a tremendous amount of credit for that. Obviously, head coach Brandon Faircloth, but Matt Newton is the defensive coordinator. So kudos to him and all of his defenders. But, yeah, this was by far the best defensive game the Wildcats played against some fantastic
the best team
talent.
That we've played. This is a better team than Salina. I'll state that right now. This is a better team with better personnel than Salina.
Jalen Lott, their top receiver we talked about all night, is committed to Oregon. He is considered the number 2 receiver in the state of Texas. Coming into the game, he had 60 catches for 1,066 yards and 19 touchdowns.
He had maybe 4, and they tried to get him deep, and the deep throw today, I was so impressed. We had about 4 or 5 of them that we had a better chance to catch than the receiver.
Right.
We'd double team them and whatever, but we had such a game plan and the way to get to them using technique.
Graylin Fry, their quarterback, had completed 71% of his passes for 2,210 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions coming into the game. Donovan Webb, their outstanding running back, who is committed to Texas Tech, but as a safety, he's listed as the number 1 safety in the state of Texas, number 18 overall prospect, but as a running back, he came in with 642 yards, 8.9 yards per carry, and 11 touchdowns. He did have that 3-yard touchdown run just before halftime. But the point being, some tremendous talent on this Panther Creek offense. Parker Ord, their tight end, is committed to BYU. So just you can't say enough about the job that the Wildcat defense did here tonight against a very good Panther Creek team. So I guess it's about time to wrap this thing up. But we will know tomorrow whom the Wildcats definitely will be playing in by district. We think it is Dallas Carter. We should know sometime tomorrow when and where.
Yeah, they'll be on the phone just as soon as they get out of the locker room because they played last night.
Yeah, I asked Coach Faircloth this week if they had already had discussions about that. He said because there's 3 different teams that we could be playing, we haven't even begun to talk about it. But he said we'll know Friday night for sure. So we'll have that for you sometime tomorrow on KSST. Wildcat football brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the Railroad Shacks. And thanks again to Jay Hodge for providing the beautiful white Chevy Silverado pickup truck in which we made the trip over here to Frisco tonight. Wildcats win it 20-10. We say thanks to James Terry, our producer in the KSST studio, Matt Jensen, our technical director and video producer. You'll be able to see this later on Channel 18 and on YouTube, and believe me, it'll be worth watching.
You bet.
And thanks to Tony Flippin, our outstanding and irreplaceable commentator here on these Wildcat games. 20-13, the Wildcats win to go 9-1 for the regular season, finish second in District 7-4A. And I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we say good night from the Star and the Ford Center in Frisco.